Good morning. I'm so glad that you came in to join me today, and I want to help you learn about year-end checklist so that you'll be ready for next season. But to get you ready for that, we just want to go over a few things. Year-end planning is very important because you want to make sure you have all the documents ready, but also you want to make sure that right now, where you can take actions, that you can make sure you're taking care of all tax deductions that are available, making sure that you can change things in your budget and that you're ready before the year ends. So first thing you should do is check out your budget. Look at your budget to see where you may be overspending, underspending. See if you reached some of the goals that you may have had earlier this year. See if there's any way that you can change things around because we know life happens, right? And you end up spending money in places you didn't know, unexpected expenses or unexpected trip you had to take for family or whatever the case might be. So try to go around your budget for the next 2 months and see if you can tweak it so that you land softly by December 31st. Also look at if there's any areas that are a problem, like if you're overspending in too much entertainment, or maybe your grocery list, like me, you're spending too much in groceries. When you don't have a list, you go in there and you start buying things that's in the end caps. Just make sure you pay attention to what's going on, and then you can tighten that up. But keep a general, I put down there a general rule that you spend 50% on the necessities, your housing, your groceries, 30% on entertainment, and then 20% definitely on savings and on debt repayment if that's what you have in your budget. Maximize your retirement contributions. This is very important. We're coming up on the end of the year. You want to make sure if you have a traditional IRA or traditional 401s that you're taking advantage of those tax thresholds. I mean, you can contribute up to 23,500 in this year in your traditional IRA. I'm sorry, your traditional 401. Your IRA, you can contribute up to 7,000. If you're over 50, you can contribute 8,000 for the year. Of course, you also see there I've listed that you can add an additional $7,500 to a 401 if you're over 50. So you also want to make sure if you're not putting in the max levels that you're at least matching to where your company is matching, because that's free money. You don't want to leave any free money on the table. And again, with the compound interest and over time, you will be appreciative of how your account grows as you do this. Please manage your debt strategically. Debt is something that will eat your budget away. It will take away your savings. It will allow you to just be enslaved and you just feel like you're drowning in quicksand. Try to take your list all of your debts and then go down to the ones that have the highest interest rate and pay that off first. And that's called the snowball method. And as you do that, you'll feel a sense of achievement, but then you can apply that savings once you paid one off to the next one, to the next one, until you get it all done. Trust me, it's a process, it's a journey. Don't feel like looking at other people, because comparison steals your joy. Just make sure that you're working on your plan and you focus. And if you have a lot of debt, you might want to consider consolidating it for one rate, preferably a low one, and definitely set your goals up to pay this debt off as soon as you possibly can, because debt is just getting in the way of you making more money for your future and your family's future. Make sure you are fattening up your emergency fund and your savings. This is paramount for things that happen. You need new tires, the refrigerator goes on the brink. You want to make sure you have money set aside to take care of these type things. And definitely, if you ever have a chance, an opportunity where you have to start a new career path or your job ends, having that money on the side, it just keeps you from going to get a loan or getting in further debt. It allows you to be able to sustain yourself for a period of time. So I know it may seem difficult, but if you set your savings up like you do your bills, it'll become that much easier for you when you go forward. Make sure you're looking at your investment portfolio. You want to make sure that you are diversified and that your goals are in line with your portfolio. So I would suggest that you get a financial advisor that can assist you in making sure that what you're going for, you're achieving with your current portfolio. Check out your credit and your insurance thresholds. Look at your credit to make sure it's clean. If there's things need to be cleaned up, definitely do that. You can call them. You can even do it online. For insurance, you may be able to save if you shop around and look and see if there's anything out there that may be full coverage for you and your family, but still provide the needs you need, and maybe at a lower cost. And if you have a life changing event, unfortunately, if someone passes, or if you have a newborn baby, or if you get divorced, or if you get married, you can change your thresholds in insurance at that time. Sorry, thresholds is the word I like to use, but you can change your insurance policies based on your needs. FSA funds are a fantastic thing only if you use them. That's money that they've already taken from you, and you use that for your co-pays and any out-of-pocket costs. Make sure you're taking advantage of that. I mean, I think you can roll forward maybe $500 of that to the next year, but you definitely want to make sure that you are using that money. Look at your thresholds. Make sure your state is correct, that's being withheld correctly. Make sure your federal withholdings are correct. If they're not, you need to change your state form, and then you definitely need to change your federal form. The federal form is the one that changed the biggest. The last 5 years has changed. It's a W-4. You'd have to redo that again, and you could put extra withholding on the last line of that form, and that will help you contribute more towards your withholding, and you'll owe less federal tax liability. So these are just a few tips I wanted to give to you this morning just to help you out, and I hope it works. If you like it, please like my video and subscribe to my channel. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time for the next episode.